My dear student, recruitment of disabled people is also a challenging thing for most of the organization. So let's discuss that what are the different challenges and how organizations can recruit disabled people for better benefits of their organization. Recruitment of people with disabilities. Unemployment among vision impaired people is at least 3 times higher than that of the rest of the community. This is shown by one of the research study. Some universities in Hong Kong have expressed a fear admitting a greater number of disabled students. It may undermine their academic standards. This is a clear discrimination, my dear students, that universities, Hong Kong universities, are not interested to hire disabled students, and they have a fear that it may undermine their academic standard. Similarly, Hong Kong employers have sacked employees because of physical deformities and are reluctant to hire ex-mental patients. So this is another discrimination by Hong Kong employers that they are not interested to hire disabled people in their organization. In mainland China, 2 universities refused to enroll an award-winning student on the grounds that his ugly face would scare away other students. This is very bad discrimination given by some of the universities in mainland China, that they are not giving admission to the award-winning students just because of reason that they have an ugly face and they have some sort of a physical deformity. People with disability in Japan also face obvious discrimination. So you can see that number of discriminations are going on across the world about disabled people and their recruitment in the organization. In contrast, a US study found that employees with disabilities were more dependable, had better attendance, were more loyal, and were better employees than were their counterparts without disabilities. They compare and contrast disabled people with the normal people, with the able people, and they showed that disabled people are more in better attendance and they are more better to perform their work in a loyal way. In addition, Australian and Hong Kong case studies also showed that people with disabilities, if matched to the right job, can bring benefit to the workplace. So if the people with disabilities skills can be matched to the job requirement and the match would be the right, then they can bring a lot of benefits to most of the workplace and to most of the organization. So this is not a case that disabled people cannot perform well in the organization, but the studies showed that disabled people are even much better than their other counterparts. So Hughes, a central cost operator of Subway franchise and employer of a people with disabilities, says staff turnover is minimal, absenteeism does not exist if you will hire disabled people, and that guy was an employer of a people with disabilities in organization. So one of the biggest incentive is a positive effect on staff morale and it's smart business. So hiring of a disabled people is not bad for the organization, even it is very good, even it is beneficial to the organization in terms of a low turnover, in terms of a very minimal absenteeism, and in terms of a positive morale to the people who are working in the organization. So there are 2 contrasting views. One view that disabled people can bring issues to the organization, and another view that brings that disabled people bring betterment to the organization, and it can help organization to perform in a better way in terms of a low turnover and in terms of a minimal absenteeism in the organization. So you as an HR manager need to consider which kind of view is better and what you need to do in hiring disabled people for your organization.